Hi everyone, this is Real World Audio and I'm going to continue with the transformer volume control and here I'm going to introduce you the Promitheus audio. They are, I think, in Malaysia, and he's building a really good units, and I found them at the time when they started out making their autoformers. I mean, these are not autoformers. He uses a transformer volume control, so it means that you have two coils in your transformers, so it's separating the grounds of your sources from the ground of your amplifier. So he has several different units, and one of them is the baseline unit. So this is his cheaper, smaller version. It uses these smaller transformers, and of course you have the two transformers, one per channel, and you have the multiple inputs. They have they're hooked up to a common ground bus, and there you go. In the back you have balanced input, balanced output, and three different inputs, two unbalanced and one balanced, and it also has a balanced output and an unbalanced output as well. And here you see there's the selector switch, that is the volume selector. So that's how it looks like. It's a very nice and a smaller size wooden cabinet. How big it is? It's smallish. Let me see. It's smaller than my laptop. Basically, I mean, the area is smaller than a laptop, and it's about maybe like 2 inches tall. So it's a modest size. It's about the same size as a current really compact small preamp. And now let me share you how this unit sounds. A friend of mine has this unit here on the island, and he uses it with his Quicksilver mono amplifiers and Wonderstein speakers, and he has a Shota turntable and a Hagerman preamp, I mean a phono stage, and he also has a headphone amp and Sennheiser HD 598 headphones, and through the headphones, and he has a small headphone amp. It sounds really good, even using a cheap CD player as a source. It hits like well above the mark. So it's a really nice sounding unit. When using with the Quicksilvers, the amps, if you go lower in volume, then you do not need an active preamp at all with it. So it means that you do not need a buffer, because it gives a lot of extra current drive at the lower volumes. But when you go for a higher volume, especially if you are at the very highest level, then you can hear the sound thinning out. But that is not the problem of the transformer. It is a problem that the source doesn't have a low enough impedance to drive the amplifiers, and then you can notice this phenomenon happening. And so that's how it can play out in several situations, that if your source is not fully capable to drive your amplifier, that's when you need a preamp to act as a current booster, basically, or as now they say it, as a buffer amplifier. So the role of a buffer amp is to provide the current drive to match the impedance of your source to the impedance of your power amp. If the two are matched, then you do not need a buffer and you will be perfectly happy with the transformer volume control. However, if they are not well matched, then you will need a preamp as well. If you have a transistor amplifier, it will be, I would say, you will have a much bigger need for a buffer preamp in addition to the transformer volume control, because the transistor amplifiers require much greater current to drive them. So check out what's the input impedance of your transistor amplifier. If it's 100 kilo ohms or higher, then you will most likely be fine with just a transformer volume control. But if it's 50k input impedance or lower, then you will absolutely need a buffer preamp to boost the current, because your CD player or DAC most likely does not have the capacity to provide enough current to drive that. In that case, if you have a DAC that is a more complex DAC, so it is a built-in DAC and preamp and headphone amp, that will be able to drive your transistor amplifier as well. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe. Bye bye.